we're gonna subdivide a couple of times for now, and as you can see, my set of brushes is really simple and include basically the standard brush, the damp standard, the clay, and a few others. I usually tend at the beginning to use the clay brush a lot, quick, easily do the main forms and proportions, like in this case. Kind of generic right now with the clay brush, just trying to figure out some basic features of my character. He has such a strong jawline and zygons, and also the nose is gonna be kind of interesting to get to obtain the same feeling that we have in the concept. But anyway, let's see what we can do. I have no real idea about what's going on under the helmet, but we'll figure out later what's the best solution. For now, I'm just putting some very vague clay strokes. I'm trying to figure out also how to match the line of the concept that I have below. Now I'm very generic, just trying to get the feeling. Especially the chin part has to be nailed. Constantly following the concept below as a reference, of course. It's time to recall the view a little bit and see if we are doing a decent job with the tracing itself. Proportions are more or less there. It's all a matter of getting the right feeling. Still not sure what's going on under the helmet, but we'll figure out eventually later. Not sure if this character is gonna remove the helmet in animation, but it's always important to be prepared eventually. So to have a decent mesh of the head without the helmet as well. Probably we're gonna do also some geometric hair later. But anyway. So we are going a little bit more into detail right now, but still not super sure about if we really nail the general proportions. It's really easy, eventually to go back in subdivision and smooth out if we don't really like what we see. But for now, I'm still trying to figure out what's the better solution, especially for the area around the eye and the jaw. Once in a while, I also change the material for the sculpting to have a different feeling about how the lights affects the model with my sculpting. I tend to use matte caps a lot, especially this one is the gray one, grayscale one. Still using the clay brush a lot, basically as a main sculpting tool. Really like the clay brush because basically when you have depressions and cavities in your model, the clay brush tends to fill the cavity first and then it sculpts, which is really different from the standard brush, in example. which displays no matter what. So I'm trying to define a little bit better now the shape of the nose. As you can see, the general idea with sculpting is always about few brush strokes, a lot of smoothing. Not really satisfied about the connection of the ear with the ears with the head, but it's not very detailed in the concept. Just trying to get the best compromise as possible. I switched to the dam standard right now to make those kind of carvings into the ears. The dam standard is a very useful brush for, you know, kind of like very neat hard edge detail. Dam standard again. And I'm actually masking the whole area except the ear to work like more comfortably. Just inverted the masking. Still kind of like annoyed by the shape of the head, but it has to be more rounded probably. This is one of the cases where you have to do a little bit of improvisation because you actually don't know what's going on under the helmet, but you can easily figure out sometime, like in this case. Just a matter of doing something more or less consistent with the rest of the design. Oops. I exaggerated with the shape of the head. No big deal. Just a few tweaking with the move tool. I'm actually not working at more than 2 levels of subdivision, as you can notice. It's getting close, the head of the concept. Still trying to understand what's the best for the area around the eyes. Of course, it's like stylized, so it doesn't have to be super detailed or complicated, but so let's start with the mouth right now. It's very simple cut, basically with the dam standard. And standard brush right now. the mouth and the mouth shape and the mouth suck are gonna be basically retopologized later. So for now, I just want the general sculpting feeling. Little bit of bags under the eye, maybe to give him a little bit more character. Some refinement on the lips area. This is just a combination of clay brush, damp standard, and standard brush. And occasionally I also use the flatten brush to put some areas at the same level. As you can see, with the damp standard, it's so easy to carve, like wrinkles and stuff like that. It's really helpful to push the detail. And make hard edge really easy. I think we are almost there. The sculpting of the face, just a few lines more, just to give it a little bit more of personality. And that is pretty much there. Constantly checking with the stored views if everything is going correctly. It's time to paint the pupils a bit, just to have a better reference. There we go. The concept. I think we're pretty much there. Okay.